Hey everybody, it's PartyElite. Welcome back to more turn-based tactical action in Menace, where we're continuing the mission with a B team. Last session saw us wrap up the operation over on the Backbone, and truth be told, this might be the best I felt coming out the other end of an operation. Things went very smoothly there. I felt very familiar with our squads. I felt like we were experimenting with equipment. I felt as though we minimized losses to significantly increase our squaddy count, and overall just things went very, very smoothly. Now, I'm not letting myself forget that 2 of the missions in that operation were 1 skull difficulty missions, and so this did feel like a bit of a gift, and I'm not going to take that gift and turn it into a trap that forces me into this sort of funnel of overconfidence, right? I'm not letting myself get too cocky. I am keeping in mind that things worked out very nicely for us there, but they could just as easily have not, especially when you consider how that last mission almost went sideways in some ways until our medbay and our advanced medbay kind of kicked in and helped us recuperate. So, with the past behind us, as always, it's time to look ahead to the future. Where do we go next? I have been tempted, I'm not going to lie, to dive into this operation against the rogue army. Then I think about it a bit more and I go, hang on a second, party, that's you becoming overconfident. Just because things went smoothly over here, it doesn't mean all that's going to apply up over here. And there are a couple of specific concerns I have that make me want to turn my attention over to the bugs on Mach. And I'll highlight those concerns for you so you understand exactly what's going through my head right now. First of all, the enemy is completely different, obviously. They're differently armed, they're differently armored, and so they need taken care of differently. Adapting to this new enemy is likely going to cause us some losses, and that's fine, because of course we have the medbay and the advanced medbay, and we've seen how those things operate and how beneficial they can be. But we've been getting very lucky with that, is the thing. In that last mission, for example, from the last episode, if we'd gotten just a little unlucky with some of the dice rolls on the advanced medbay, for example, we'd be in much worse shape. And that's when we're facing off against an enemy that we're quite familiar with. Here, if we take similar, more likely more losses, and we get unlucky with the dice rolls on the medbays, we might be in a terrible situation. And if that happens in the first mission or the second mission, and we end up with such significant squaddy losses that we're not able to field full squads, I think things might go very pear-shaped here. So just a little nervous about, bad luck hovering over my head and causing us some significant losses early on in this operation to then cause a sort of chain reaction, this cascade that forces us to actually lose the operation in its entirety while potentially also losing a squad leader. But that's an extreme thought. I don't think I'd let that happen. So a little nervous on that end, but beyond that as well, at the end of or close to the end, I should say, of the previous operation, we did see Sachin become weary, and that signals to me that some of our other squad leaders might be on the cusp of that very same trait. And if too many of them become weary at the same time, honestly, even if one of them becomes weary in the middle of this upcoming operation, we might be in trouble when facing off against the rogue army. Whereas up against the bugs, I feel a bit more comfortable and confident that we can go in a little under-equipped, a little under-armed, and still come out on top, as we had to do on the Backbone, right? So the next operation could be a great opportunity for us to do some rotations and make sure nobody ends up weary in the middle of a very dangerous operation. And finally, I should say as well that we'll have more supply. That's a big one, too. See, our next operation will have X supply, and the operation after that will have X plus whatever variable supply, and that might be the difference between just one more vehicle on the field or one more accessory that makes a night and day difference when we're facing off against the rogue army. So those are the few critical reasons I'm thinking let's stick with the bug hunt. But there's more floating through my head. Just wanted to share those thoughts to get your own thoughts on them. And folks, to that end, if you've been having a good time, if you have any thoughts, feelings, considerations, concerns about this campaign, please don't hesitate to let me know in the comments down below. And if you've been enjoying watching along, please don't hesitate to hit that like button either. And if you've been watching along, but it turns out you're not yet subscribed to the channel, you might want to consider subscribing because, of course, Menace is very much here to stay. With all that said, let's go ahead and check out our planned OCI upgrades. I've mentioned this before. My intention is to secure the XWU ASAP. That has now come. That time has now come. So let's go ahead and spend that 160 OCI components to do so. I will very quickly address what I've seen in some comments, which is the suggestion that we replace the Wu with the X-Wu. And here's my thinking. At least for some time, I would very much like to have the +3 from the X-Wu on top of the +2 from the Wu working in tandem to really get this number up. And then eventually, yes, I will replace the Wayback Outreach Office with something else, so we're not just, endlessly stacking squaddies. But for now, there is a surplus number that I do want to hit before we replace the Wu with something else. So yeah, we're going to just add the X-Wu instead of replacing the Wu, spend that 160 OCI components, well worth it, I'm going to say, and we're left with just 75, which I don't intend on spending right now. Sure, we could get the minigun strafing, sure, we could get sensors 1, but I just don't think they're worth it compared to some of the other things that will be made available to us as we continue. And I might regret these words shortly, in which case, fair enough, between this operation and the next, we'll go ahead and pick something up. But we've not needed any of those things against the bugs so far. It would have been helpful, I guess, to have a bit more intel on the battlefield about the bombardiers in the previous session, but I don't think we'll need them now, right? I'm not feeling like that. And besides, there's more stuff that we're going to be unlocking with the help of some of these factions. To which end, there's one more thing I want to address really quickly. It's been pointed out to me that the Zane Beecher Core AI Logistics is actually worth picking up now. Here's the thing, just as a quick explanation. Either at launch or in the build just before launch that I had access to, I believe AI Logistics was bugged, actually, if I'm remembering correctly. This was so long ago now. And that's what made me hesitate to pick it up. But yes, if working, AI Logistics is phenomenal. 15% reduced supply costs for deploying vehicles, and I intend to deploy multiple vehicles, not just in the far future, but almost certainly immediately going forward. So this is significant savings. And it sounds like it's operational now, it works, and everything's fixed up, so I will want to pick that up, but obviously I can't afford to actually install it right now, because it costs 130 OCI components, so we'll hopefully get surprised with a windfall at the end of the next operation and maybe be able to pick this up, but it'll take, I think, a couple of operations before we're able to actually install this. Then again, facing off against the Rogue Army, salvage teams is also quite worthwhile, and it'll probably actually be affordable at that time. +1 commodity for each enemy vehicle destroyed. Pirates, Rogue Army, they both tend to field a decent number of vehicles, so this might be worth it instead. Anyway, it'll be a tough choice when the time comes. The time is not now, so I'm not going to dally on it. Instead, I'm going to turn my attention to a little bit of hiring. Now, obviously, to hire, we first have to pick up some dossier from the black market, and unfortunately, we only have the one squad leader dossier available right now, so I can't buy 2 at the same time. And we also have a pilot dossier available to us. I'm going to go ahead and pick up both of these because I think it's about time that we explore, like I mentioned just moments ago, an additional vehicle on the battlefield, and we can easily afford the 160. We don't actually have to hire both at the same time, just to be clear, but I figure we pick both of these up at the same time and see what our options are and then decide accordingly. But yes, it would be nice to have another pilot out there because we have a vehicle, waiting in the wings. We have equipment available for said vehicle, so it would be nice to start experimenting with that on the battlefield to see how it all plays out, how it all feels, right? So sure, let's set this up. We can afford it. Interesting. Very interesting. So, Ex-Conde is our newly available pilot, a holy warrior with a long history of defending mining outposts for money. If one allows for his obsessions, Ex-Conde could prove useful loaded into some TCR hardware. His starting perk here, his unique perk, is +1 cover level provided by his vehicle, which, okay, that's interesting. You pair that with a couple of his others, and you end up with a very interesting taxi. It's got, where's the one I'm thinking of? Unbreakable. Well, this is also very good. Light defects occur at 50% HP rather than 25. Medium, rather than 75, I should say. Medium at 25, and heavy never happen at all. So Unbreakable is actually pretty interesting. But he's also able to call out targets. He's also able to be a bit of a scout himself. Where is the one? +3% defense. No. Divine Intervention, there we go. Prevents all HP damage from the first attack of each round. Armor can still be damaged. So if he gets, focused down while carrying a squad, he protects not only himself, but them with the help of Divine Intervention. So there's some interesting options in here that make him quite valuable as a potential pilot. Sorry, no, as a potential taxi driver, I meant to say. He's not just a potential pilot, he is a pilot. But beyond that as well, he doesn't have to be a taxi driver. He's decently capable offensively as well. But that's long-term thinking. Maybe I'm getting a little ahead of myself. I will consider some of these options down the line. For now, I think we'll just strap a weapon on him in a vehicle that can't carry anybody, and make do with that, because I don't want to take Bog out of his newly acquired vehicle, not just yet. We saw how valuable that was, so we'll keep it like that for at least the first mission, and just get comfortable with 2 vehicles on the battlefield first, again at expert difficulty. I just want to see how it feels, and then consider swapping their vehicles around, and once again making Bog somebody who just kind of sits there and hits the radar button over and over again, occasionally dropping some mines. I don't like the sound of that as far as the economy is concerned, right? So that's why I hesitate to do that, and instead just temporarily make Excande a typical offensive vehicle operator. Anyway, that's Excande. Wetteroth. Now that's, did I get very unlucky here? Or is this just pure serendipity? Here's the thing. Wetteroth is, his unique perk is Big Game Hunter. Against large organic targets, plus 20% accuracy, plus 15% armor penetration. It does say specifically here that this does not apply to vehicles or structures. But at launch, at least, I think it did apply to vehicles, and that might have been a bug. I'm going to assume that things work as written here, which makes this guy very valuable against bugs, obviously. But and you know, we are up against the bugs in this upcoming operation, obviously, so that's immediately applicable. But is he worth it in other circumstances? I don't know. I really gotta. He has so this is a knife is a or you know, this is a knife is a fun perk, but probably won't find myself using it. Melee attack that cannot miss. He does have call out target. He can deploy traps. He also has the where'd it go? Decoy, right? Or is the trap the decoy? He's got a few interesting options, and he is fine otherwise as well. It's just as far as unique perks are concerned, he feels extremely honed in on what he's best against. Jeez. He can be a decent scout as well, and he's got Vanguard deployment available to him too. Extra accuracy and damage against enemies that are stunned, disabled, or disrupted. Okay, that's actually not bad. Alright, you know, here's what I'm thinking. Ironically, I'm thinking, even though we're going up against the bugs literally right now, Wetteroth is not the one that I'm actually urgently seeking after. Former Core World CEO who avoided a corporate malfeasance trial by escaping to the Wayback, has spent the last few years running a big game hunting operation. His desperation to see his family again can be worked in our favor. I like that. But yeah, Wetteroth, I think you're actually going to wait. We'll pick up Excande for now. Again, because I want to get that familiarity with two vehicles on the battlefield. I'm tempted to pick up both. But again, that's losing 60 authority, and ending up with just 23 authority is not great for our discipline. We just got it up so high. Alright, here's what I'm thinking, folks. We'll go ahead and pick up Excande. Y'all let me know what you think about picking up Wetteroth in the middle of this operation. You know, as the missions get tougher, he might become more and more relevant with his hunting skills, right? So let's pick up Excande for now. Done. And y'all let me know if I pick up Wetteroth in the middle of this operation, hurting our authority rather significantly, or if we wait until the operation is done and pick him up afterwards, or if I don't pick him up at all right now, wait until the black market gets some new dossier, and then see who becomes available next instead. That might actually be the wisest call, because then at least I'll have some options, rather than just hiring somebody just because they're available. I sound like I hate Wetteroth. I don't hate him. I just was wishing for somebody else. Let me put it that way. But alright, I think I think that's enough talk about hiring. At 53 authority, we are currently seeing a -4 discipline modifier, and that's why I hesitate to pick up both at the same time here. But again, if I'll hear your voices in the comments and let that influence my decision here a little bit as we kick off this operation and maybe pick him up mid-mission. You know, narratively speaking, it can make perfect sense. It's like we go partway through, we go, you know what, that Wetteroth guy might not be a bad idea, because this big game hunter modifier, I believe it applies not just against like the Queen and Bombardiers, but it also applies against the warriors and even the young warriors. There's a couple of units that this applies against, so he can be quite helpful, but very specifically helpful is the thing. Anyway, enough, like I said, about this hiring talk. Let's head on over to our operation and figure out some operational details. Salutations, Marine. You're exceeding all forecasts, one success after another. Please continue. Important information enclosed. What do we have in front of us? So, a pretty... Ooh, actually, you know what? Hang on. I missed this little detail on the system map. You may have noticed there's an extra step in this operation. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 missions instead of the usual 3. Cool. Cool. Very cool. Okay. Was the Rogue Army one the same? Did I miss that little detail as well? Anyway, it is what it is. We're here now. Let's deal with it. Clear landing zone. 1 skull difficulty. Rescue settlers. Not gonna do that. Reclaim settlement. Maybe an option. So clear landing zone would give us Battlefield of the Spectacle. Upon completion, plus 10% promotion points for the rest of this operation. I mean, geez. We are currently... actually, you know what? Not as much as a deficit as we had previously. So this doesn't feel as valuable as it once did. But this is a very easy mission type. And then Reclaim Settlement over here gives us what? Eating on the Wing. Reduce infantry unit supply cost by 15% for this operation. Ooh. Okay, let's see what our supply looks like when we go to deploy, and maybe make an adjustment if we need to. I'm thinking of pursuing clear landing zone, and then if supply feels tight, maybe we go after Reclaim Settlement instead to help us further along. Because again, that's multiple missions that this will apply to. I mean, the same thing goes for the extra promotion points, obviously, but the extra supply might be critical. Might be critical here. All right. What would come next, right? So if we go with clear landing zone, we would get this, which is contained migration. All right, fair enough. And that will give us Xeno Delicatessen. Upon completion, gain alien eggs trading goods, and that's 40 trade value if I recall correctly. So that's not bad. But this icon has been tempting me. Oh, it's a hunting lodge. Upon completion, gain 2 hunter squads for the final mission of the operation, and the final mission is Hunt Hive Queen. I'm starting to lean this way now. This starts to feel quite good. And what's this mission over here? This gives us... Ooh, another hunting lodge. So 2 more hunter squads for the final mission of the operation? 4 extra squads? I mean, if necessary, that really lets us rest our squad leaders, right? That really lets us rest our squad leaders. It also, I mean, avoids this contained migration mission, which does worry me, I'll be honest. Yeah, maybe despite my initial excitement for the 1 skull difficulty clear landing zone mission, which is always so very easy, maybe we go with Reclaim Settlement instead. Let's take a quick peek at the black market, see if there is anything else that I would like to purchase right now. I don't think so. I will note that I've seen your comments about potentially picking up the VMAT and potentially also picking up the additional armor plating, which... yeah, plus 40 armor, plus 120 armor durability, but plus 4 movement cost per tile. That might have some value on, you know, maybe defending Bog a bit more. Or anybody else. Point being, I've seen some of your comments with regards to what to potentially pick up. And my eyes also go to... what? Well, of course, the range K-Pack. Which we cannot afford right now, but hopefully with some of the loot from this... upcoming set of missions, we'll be leaving this operation with it. The addition of a fourth mission is quite valuable for us in quite a few ways. So, all right, nothing to pick up just quite yet, but just wanted to remind you all of what is actually in the black market before we head on over to mission prep. What are we looking at here? What are we looking at here? Well, first of all, let's go ahead and add you to the mission, coming in with a pirate truck and perhaps a rocket launcher? The rocket organ is excellent against enemies that can be suppressed. Extremely valuable in that situation. Here, I think I want to try the rocket launcher out. I'm tempted by the laser lance instead, potentially. Just to see how that feels. 120 armor damage, 180 armor pen. Here, 250 and 110. Probably more valuable experimentation for the long run. Sure, let's go with the rocket launcher then. Eventually I'll pick up extra ammo for vehicles and give this a bit of a bump. Already oversupply, and I haven't even added Sachin back into the mission here. Let's go ahead and add Sachin to the mission. Let's go ahead and give him his Rend ammo. Take it off of Tech Rate. Back to you, Sachin. What else we got? I would give Tech not the mining laser, but the new minigun we just picked up. I think even against bugs, that'll be valuable. Armor pen of 40, armor damage of 15, rate of fire of 15. I think even against bugs, this has its place. Hit point damage of 13 as well. So we'll try it out, and again, try and get comfortable with this on the battlefield. And max out the squatty count here. It maybe reduce. Okay, you know, this is definitely the right mission for us in terms of the reward it gives us. I'm thinking, okay, you know, let's drop Tech's squatty count actually right down to 3, and then primarily make him about his special. And so we will drop the magazine pouches as well. Bog, let's go ahead and get rid of your reactive armor. That doesn't sound like a good call. Pike, let's reduce your squatty count as well. Or you know what, actually, first thing we should do, Carta, you don't need that small arms protective plating. That's a waste of supply compared to some of the other things that are on the field here. Let's get Tech into some fatigues so that Carta can use the load-bearing rig, keep her binoculars, keep her camo kit, and, well, don't add anything, right? Oh, tempting, actually. Just +5 for the magazine pouches. Let's go ahead and do that and see what else we change instead. I'm thinking, you know, Pike, for example, maybe we get rid of the flamethrower, maybe we get rid of the soft armor, down to fatigues. Oh, yeah, look at that. Do I drop a squatty? Or do I get rid of the flamethrower? I can't drop another squatty here, can I? Oh, yeah, I can. Right. 2 is the minimum. I keep... this has been a problem for me since before launch. It's 3 people in a squad is the minimum, including the squad leader. I keep making that mistake, so I'm glad I checked. So now we have 10 supply left over, actually. And I don't feel uncomfortable about our setup. I don't feel uncomfortable about our setup. I say hesitantly. Not going to spend any points on a promotion right now because we are on a knife's edge as far as supplies considered. But I do feel like this should work for us. Leave a bit of a gap for you know, extra ammo on the vehicle or something like that. Sure, okay, fair enough. So that's the setup over here. I think over the course of this operation, I will forcibly rest some of our squads, and our squad leaders, I should say, even if they don't become weary. So, you know, I kind of like cleanse them of their fatigue. I think that's necessary to take advantage of in this operation. With that said, let's go ahead and actually deploy here. Lots of cover on the lead up, which is nice. Trying to figure out if we send everybody through that or if the vehicles kind of stay on the side a little bit, like Bog out here, Ex-Conde out here, and then the infantry kind of go through all this cover. Like Sachin over there. Pike up there. Carta. Actually, let's put Carta on this side. Because of I don't want the building here blocking line of sight as she rounds the bend. She's got the binoculars still, right? So this side makes more sense, I think. A little bit of anti-armor, a little bit of armor softening. Over here, the crowbar will do the job against armor. And then we've got a bit of serious anti-armor as well. Let's not forget the minigun, right? I think this is the right setup. Yeah, a bit more stacked on this side to make up for the reduced squatty count as well, perhaps. Pike. Actually, no, here. Pike, close to the middle. Tech over here. That way, if Pike needs to kind of shift over and take command of these guys, he can. Well, otherwise, he has a straight shot down this way. Initial lines of sight will be blocked a little bit by these buildings for Carta, but that's okay. We'll get past them quickly enough, I think. Very nervous about this mission, I'm going to be honest. Lots of things are different going into this mission. Lots of things are very different going into this mission, so I'm a little nervous, but I think we'll be okay. Got to reclaim the settlements. Reclaim the settlement, sorry, which means we got to get in this zone and stay in there with a larger number of squads than the enemy has for X number of rounds to complete the capture. I don't know if we'll get it done in 10 rounds. Maybe we'll get it done in 14, but I'm not going to prioritize that, of course. And with all of my procrastination tactics used up and out of the way, to the battlefield we go.
With training and discipline, I am always ready to fight.
Well, the serenity of watching the dropship fly off was interrupted by me spotting an early bombardier. I mean, a sign of things to come, I think. Fair enough. A sign of things to come. Carta. Oh my goodness. Even with the camo, we can only get so close here. I mean, gotta go 3 up. Get up to there. I could take a knee and fire the RPG or pop shots with the suppressed crowbar, I suppose, right? Because I believe that'll do the job as well. Okay, here's what we'll do. First action is to, yes, move. And of course there's fencing over here. So I gotta commit. We'll use the vehicles maybe to break down some of the fencing. Alright, Pike, let's get you up to there. Ooh. Surprise, drop in frame rate here. Take command of Carta. Alright, that cleared it up. Weird. And then, hell, you know what? Continue this way. And now, Carta, you can get up to there. You can take a knee. Leaving you with 56 action points. Means you can fire the suppressed crowbar once. And stay hidden. Worth it, I think. Let's go. Take a knee. Fire away and get ready to get fired upon, I guess. Jeez. A critical first round action here. Pretty good. Missed a shot that ended up hitting these guys, so overall pretty pleased with that. And hopefully the reaction isn't so strong that we pay an immediate price for it. Alright. I could have stayed back one tile, not taken a knee, and maybe gotten an extra shot out of the suppressed crowbar, but we don't know about the impact to accuracy there and all the trouble that might have given us, right? So I'm happy with the outcome there. Sachin, from where you're at, I don't necessarily want to draw aggro, not when we've got Bombardier up there, right? So we're going to turn our attention here instead. Go ahead and pop the radar, see what's waiting for us in the fog of war, and then nudge forward, I think, ever so slightly. Ever so slightly. If I can avoid getting spotted, I would like that. We've been spotted. Back it up. Oh, we're still visible. Fair enough. Okay, don't love that. God, I'd love to be able to hit something right now. I don't know if these guys are going to come up. Sachin. It's like, do I stay put there or do I roll up to here? My hope is that... My hope is to eliminate this thing before I have to get into enemy ranges, I guess. I could roll up to here and take a knee, stay hidden that way, and just get, you know, a little bit closer. But seeing this cluster over here makes me wonder if I should really commit Sachin to going in that way rather than kind of like down the middle. Yeah, sure. Let's do it. And we'll take a knee. It was like a bit of a waste of a turn, but staying hidden, I think, is essential. We've seen what the Bombardier can do when it gets lucky with its shots, right? We've seen what it can do. And I hit anything, again, one tile closer, and I could have, but that exposes us to the retaliatory fire. Oh, actually. Well, too late now. It's used its turn up already. I wish I'd noticed that previously. God damn it. We could have crept closer, maybe got a salvo off, but it's fine. No time for regrets. Tech, let's move you up to... over here. There we go. And it's a blaster bug. I mean... we can roll up and hit this thing with the minigun. Or try and hit it with the AT. It is dangerous enough to make this worthwhile, I think. Yeah, let's go for it. And hope for the best. Medium accuracy isn't great, but if we're lucky... which we're not. Crap. Oh, we're in trouble here. Here we go. Nice.
I go last because God is always first.
I love this guy's voice lines. Rocket launcher is ready, just got to move up 2 tiles. Not a problem. And open fire.
With pure intentions.
Oh, that feels good. Oh my goodness. Exconde, I already like you. Alright, Carta, you're up first. Fire away, get the job done here, please. Just using the crowbar. Couple wasted rounds, that's okay. Next up, the Stinger's back here. Taken care of, beautiful. Well done, Carta. This is why, by the way, last session, I saw the comment. Last session, I was getting a little grumpy at Carta for missing some of those early shots despite the debuff she has. But it's because I know she can do better. I know she can do better right off the bat, you know? That's the excuse I'm making for myself. Sachin, I could roll you up and get some work done there. Buddy over here is retreating, so not as much pressure here. Unless I want to make sure this thing is dead, right? And doesn't return to combat. So, okay, actually, you know what? That's probably not a bad thought. If I go with the minigun, high armor pen, let's see how it feels against a blaster bug, right? Let's learn our equipment.
We're good. We're good. Get you some.
I'd say that feels pretty good. I'd say that feels pretty good. Yeah, I like that.
We got bugs.
Back over here, got some wavering stingers. They're gonna roll up, take some shots, but likely miss. Or they're just going to walk right up. Actually, hang on. The Stinger is, yeah. Interesting. I guess it realized it couldn't shoot, so it might as well get closer to maximize its accuracy, but we're going to make it pay the price for that decision. I'm going to hope that this guy comes a little closer as well, so in the meantime, Bog gets to see some action. Get that machine gun up and operational. Oh, are you kidding me? Oh, my goodness. And yeah, let's roll up a bit more. Let's see what we can see now. Not enough. Fair enough. Just the building getting revealed made it feel like we could see a lot further. Pike, buddy, what to do with you? I'll move you last, because maybe I'll take command of Sachin so he can roll up and pop a couple rounds up there, right? Exconde. Roll you up to here. I'm tempted to, like, get behind these boxes or something, you know? don't want to get too ahead of myself. Because what if that's a blaster bug, right? And an Exconda ends up exposed. So we'll stay put there. We've been spotted, so whatever it is might come to us.
Sir.
Pike. I don't think I'll need to take command of Sechin.
At your service.
Stand you up. Pull you up to here. Take a knee. Pop some shots. And then if we need to take command, we'll do it afterwards. Okay, I was wrong. I keep forgetting the rend ammo, right? Here they come. Maybe Pike will pop some shots instead. Just out of range. Move in. 2 salvos. That sounds good to me. Even with the medium accuracy, scoring some hits will get some kills, so... There we go. That's a cool feeling. These guys up there, rounds like zipping by over their heads, right? That's a pretty cool feeling. Pike, I think, finish the job maybe and then keep rolling. Actually, they're retreating, so they're probably going to break. Yeah, they're probably almost certainly going to break, so we can kind of scooch past them. Question is, who moves first here? Go ahead and ping. That thing is still where it was before. Roll you up to there. We can roll back if we need to. Just want to see what's waiting for us. Couple harpies. Okay. They'll come closer. They might be able to pop some shots, but I believe it'll only cause damage to the armor. So I feel okay there. Let's go ahead and stay put. Alternatively, they'll flee. Well, not flee, literally, but, you know, pull away. And the ping... Alright, 3 enemies in there. Fair enough. Tech. Let's run you up to here, I think. Get you in a good spot to deal with whatever's waiting for us up there, I think. I don't think we'll be able to see. But if it comes even a little bit closer, we'll be able to shoot. I'm waiting for these guys to move last because then they won't get spotted on the way over. Such and moving up straight. Carta's pretty much got a straight shot actually. So let's go ahead and move you first, and maybe even reveal what's waiting for us out there. Right? Let's go.
Bugs here.
There you go. So we got a stinger. Keep going. Just shy of being able to see what's up there. Might be another blaster. Might be a bombardier. But he's gonna move up this way. Fair enough. Suchin. Got a long way to go before we can shoot.
Sir.
Pike, let's use this opportunity to get you as far up as you can get. Again, if he's going to support, he has to be close enough to do so, right? So, roll you up to there.
Moving to cover.
In a good spot, yeah. There we go. There's the break. Beautiful. Legend stand you up. And move right up. Exconda, I don't think I want to deal with the Harpies with Exconda. It feels like a waste. I can roll them up to here, because I am worried about what that is. I am worried about what this thing is. So let's get into position to deal with that. By the way, he looks great with the strapped-on rocket launcher. That's a... He looks great with a rocket launcher strapped on is... what I meant to say. The medium accuracy versus good accuracy. Might as well, right? Stay hidden. Yeah, sure. Not even gonna take a knee. Okay, alright. Could have been a little bit better, but I'm okay with that. There we go. Finish him off, come on. Yeah, nice! Excellent, here come the Harpies. Not able to shoot them. Oh, we are actually. Yeah, let's do that first. There we go. Tech up to here. I love that minigun. Knew it. I actually don't mind that it's headed this way. Suchin. Soften that thing up, and then Carta can get the job done the beginning of next round, I think. Where do we head up to? Here. Go up to there. We got 2 salvos without taking a knee. Pike, actually. Again, just 1, maybe 2 steps away from where I need him to be. 60 will leave us with 27. Alright, fair enough. Let's go this way. Just in case. I should have gone beyond the fence. Because I would have been in the same position, but also out in the open. Anyway, take command of Sachin. Pop back out this way.
At your service.
Now Sachin, with 130, you can get up to there and you can fire twice because it'll be 40 plus 30, 70. So we'll also be able to take a knee, actually. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's get you up to there. Take a knee. Fire once. Really soften that thing up. And actually do some HP damage, too. And fire twice. I think Carter will be able to get the job done for sure at the top of the next round. If these guys were a little bit closer, I would have been able to hit them, too. But no such luck. No such luck. Rocket launcher. A little shy being able to hit. Can I? Well, I can certainly try. Roll up to there. Good accuracy, full armor pen. Let's see what this does. A lot. That was, yeah, this one was a good hire. Alright. That's what I'm talking about. Pop the radar. Yep. Everything's a little far away over here. Not much we're up against. Yeah, 70% of all enemy forces is just 13, so we're in pretty good shape, actually. Alright, Bug, let's get you up to here. Try and get everybody into the capture zone at the same time. Sachin. Let's wait for the enemy to come a little bit closer before getting Sachin or Karda, I guess, active up there, I think. Tech. Well, let's see. If I get you up to here. Just too far away. Can we get up to there? No, we can't. Get into cover here. That was actually a mistake. No. Beauty.
At your service.
Again, just going to wait for these guys to come a little bit closer. Pike's going to go last. Bog. 1, 2, 3 tiles. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we can shoot. Do that. We do risk suppressing Sachin. Especially with the poor accuracy, we risk actually hurting somebody. But it's Bog. He's been drinking. Okay. Alright. That wasn't bad. That wasn't bad. Let's roll up to here. These guys are going to come closer. Just by a couple tiles, it looks like. Maybe one. So Sachin can, in fact, soften them up. And then proceed to get some damage done over here. Freeze Karda up, I think, to roll up and maybe get some shots up there. I should have maybe taken command first. Gotta go 1, 2, 3 tiles up. Yeah, so Pike. Take command. And roll up. Karda. Only fire once, but we could deploy. So sure, let's get up to here. Deploy. Pop shots with the crowbar. At least drop one. Come on. Oh. So close. Top of the next round, that's okay. Ex-Conde. I really set you up for failure, didn't I? I blocked both angles of approach here. Can't roll over the cover, can't roll up this way. That's fine, it's not the end of the world, but that is certainly not my best moment. Alright, we start with you, Karda. Finish buddy off. Come on. Certainly they're going to break, right? Certainly. So let's stand you up. Roll it this way. Sachin, yeah, there we go. They've broken. Stand you up. Move in. Bog. Go ahead and ping. There is an enemy in there. Let's roll up to there. I don't want to block this path for Ex-Conde. Little exposed there. What are we up against? Oh, okay, we'll be okay. Yeah, we got bugs. Nothing too concerning. Go ahead with the minigun. And get into capture. Deploy. I think Bod can finish them off top of next turn or something. Let's get Excande up to here.
To the eye of it.
So if these guys come closer, he can maybe hit him next turn. These guys, whoever. But with these guys retreating, by the way, I should have mentioned, they're no longer affecting the capture. So I'm not too stressed about taking care of them. That's why I didn't want to pop a shot at them or anything like that. Excande, stay put. Pike, oh, just shy of being able to get in there. I'm trying to figure out, are we better off taking command of somebody so they can get in? Like, can Sachin get in? Maybe. No, of course not. Damn it. It's okay. We ended up net where we would have ended up anyway for this round, which is not too bad, actually. Round 7, doing okay. Can we get this done in 10 rounds? It's not feeling impossible now. Sachin, get you in a cover up there. Okay, got some dragonflies. That's okay. Take a knee. And that's your turn. Let's see what the enemy does. These guys are going to retreat. Hopefully they're going to break if I'm lucky. I won't have to deal with them. Yeah, it looks like it. Beautiful. Beautiful. Carta can't get in.
Sir?
82 to get up to there. Taking command might just do the job there. Because Pike can get in. Can't Carta. We'll find out. Gonna come closer. Excellent. I'm letting them come a little bit closer. Yeah, Carta can in fact get in there.
Hostiles advancing.
Is my math right? Oh, another bombardier back there. Don't love that. So we'll have to eliminate this thing because I believe that's what's seeing us right now. Bog. Roll you up. Low accuracy, I'm guessing, but poor accuracy even, but fire away. And again. God, he's so bad. Oh, good, buddy. Ooh. It's okay. Excande. In with a rocket launcher, I think. Let's see what this does. It's a matter of time, right? It's a matter of time. Stay put. Minigun. Medium accuracy, no armor pen. I could hit with a K-Pack. Doesn't have the rend armor though, right? Do we stand you up, move you forward, and then shoot? Look at that fall off, right? Stand you up. Move you up to here. Fire away. Oof. Bit of armor damage, but not much. Sachin, maybe I should have started with you, buddy. Good accuracy. Soften this thing up. Yeah, I should have started with you. Soften up some more. Carter will hopefully get some damage done. I don't think we'll get it retreating. But he's going to come a little bit closer. Are you going to shoot? No. Wait, what happened there? Didn't I use Excande? Am I missing something? I'm recording this very early in the morning, actually, folks, so I was worried that I'd make some kind of mistake or the other, but not in tracking who has and hasn't moved. Did I miss a new round counter come up? I must have, yeah, because these guys are... Wow, okay. Fair enough. The question becomes rocket launcher first or something else first? Yeah, I'll start with this. Beautiful. Scratch one. Alright. I could have sworn I still had like Pike or someone's movement left in the previous round, but I'm tripping, clearly. You're going to come a little bit closer. That just makes Tech's job easier, I think. I don't think you'll be able to hit, hopefully. Yes. Beautiful. Point blank range Tech. What are we looking at? I'd be better off pulling back a little bit, actually. So we'll do that. Back to here. Take a knee. In with a minigun. Holy crap.
C2 is strong. This soldier's very combat effective.
There's just more of them, eh? Okay, fair enough. Fair enough, fair enough.
Feel the
Carta.
Martian wrath!
Excellent accuracy up there. Workshopped RPG, just a little shy. Could roll you up to here.
Proceeding.
Pop the shot. Seriously?
Opened a potential path.
Bit of friendly fire, huh? Pike, I would like to get you in the capture zone. Means I cannot take command, unfortunately, but I think that's a price I have to be willing to pay. Get you right up to there. Let's call out this target.
Coordinates received.
Make it just that little bit easier to hit him. Bog, you're up next. In with the mines. Like that. Just hope for accuracy here. Decent, I would say. Maybe I should have shot with the machine gun first, because now we might explode some of our mines, which I don't like the sound of. Let's stay put.
Bugs. Gross.
Planetary Jingbi will always protect the way back.
We did pretty well. We did pretty well. Here's the question. Do I want to take my chances and try and secure some additional loot? I think the answer might be yes, folks. I think the answer might be yes. Workshopped RPG up here. Scratch one. And maybe the crowbar up over here. Nice. Got the secondary objective as a result as well. You're going to come up and trigger that, and one more? No. Not able to attack, though. Yes, able to attack. This is going to hurt. But not that much. Good stuff. Tech. And with that minigun. And again. Beautiful. And I guess that's... I guess that's it. I'm not going to wait for everybody to come close to eliminate them one by one. I don't need that much loot, but these guys were close, so I figured I'd wipe them out. Got it done in less than 10. Got it done in less than 9 even, right? Got it done in 8, basically, at the top of 9th. That feels great. That worked out phenomenally. I mean, geez, how do I... What's my analysis there? Everything went amazingly. I couldn't have asked for a better outcome. I couldn't have asked for better cohesion, better like kind of group tactics. Everyone was supporting everybody else. The rocket launcher that Exconde has strapped on certainly done a lot of work for us. The the miniguns worked out phenomenally. I would like to have some extra ammo for it though, because you know, very low enemy count in this mission, and we're already down to our last use. So I would very much like to secure some additional ammo for tech there. Carta working beautifully as always. Sachin. Just, yeah, absolute beauty all around. Everyone did exactly what they needed to do. I'm feeling good, but I want to be careful about that. I want to be very careful about that. I got to get knocked down real quick, aren't I? But folks, that's my debrief. Let's take a look at the official one. Look at that, 5 for 5. This is a 2 skull difficulty mission too. It's not even a 1 skull or anything like that. 5 out of 5 secondary objectives, plus 30 promotion points. That feels good. That feels good. Bit of loot, not as much as I was hoping, actually. I was hoping for a little bit more than that, but this feels pretty good overall. And again, we've gotten ourselves Eating on the Wing, reduces infantry unit supply cost by 15% for this operation. But so here's the thing, right? Tech worked out very nicely there, but if he has to shoot his regular weapon, that squad is basically useless because it only has 2 people firing that primary weapon. So adding some more squaddies to his squad at least gives him that option when he's out there, and I think that'll be necessary, and so that'll help the reduced infantry supply cost will help with that. Alternatively, if we do pick up Wetteroth, again, Eating on the Wing will help reduce the impact of that because he's also infantry, obviously. So there's a couple of ways of slicing it going ahead, but this I think was the right call. Securing this strategic asset was, I think, very much the right call. Cool. All right, feels good. And how's everybody feeling? How's everybody feeling? We got eager, euphoric, determined. Nothing for Excanda yet, but he'll get into it. He'll get into it. Just the one kill. Carda, good stuff. 6 kills. Tech, beauty. Everyone else coming with their support. Man, Sachin. The K-Pack with the Rend ammo, I mean, feels great. Clearly that minigun does a lot of armor damage as well. But the K-Pack with the Rend ammo was much more, I think, efficient as far as the number of uses was concerned. Anyway, don't want to get too bogged down. That went wonderfully. That went wonderfully. Good stuff. All right, next up, we got to protect the settlement. Now, this is a scary mission. We have committed ourselves, well, to a scary mission either way, really. Contain migration or protect settlement. I know it says 2 skulls here, but it's gonna be a lot worse than that. Endless reinforcements. There's an attacking bombardier coming through. It will be aggressive, and we got to just kind of survive for 8 rounds. So very, very, very nervous about this one. And again, just wondering if we do in fact pick up Wateroth here. Y'all let me know in the comments what you think about that. Y'all let me know what you think about that previous mission as well. I feel quite good about it. We are on a roll. I really got to be careful here because this is how I end up getting super cocky and making mistakes. It's just a classic, just it's just classic for me. But folks, I hope you had a good time. Next session, we won't have as much time spent like dealing with recruitment and upgrades and things like that. So hopefully next session will actually include 2 missions all in one. Protect settlement is kind of time controlled. It will be 8 rounds, somewhat depending on how many enemies are coming through. I guess it could be a bit slower. And then we have 2 protect settlements actually back to back. So maybe, oh geez, I don't know actually. We might be able to do 2 missions in the next session. We'll see. We'll see. I'll definitely make that my goal to make up for the prolonged kind of preparatory period for this session. But folks, I hope you had a good time. If you did, you know what to do. Let me know by leaving a like and a comment down below. It makes a very big difference. Just let me know what people are enjoying on the channel. Let me know what I should do more or less of, how I should go about doing it. And again, I just love reading through all of your, creative writing, your suggestions, your fears. It's always fun reading through the comments, so please do keep them coming. But otherwise, folks, as always, a massive thanks goes out to all of the channel members and patrons who've been supporting the channel on a monthly basis. Y'all keep us alive and running smoothly. And of course, a big old thanks goes out to each and every one of you for watching. Until next time, cheers.